Hello everyone, welcome to the first episode of Darkest Dungeon 2. I played the first one a ton, I really loved it, and I heard really good things about this one, so bought it today, and I'm very excited to see what this game brings to the table. If you haven't played the first one, it's a game, basically another roguelike game, similar to like say the Spire is. But the difference is it's a lot more difficult, and you're kind of meant to do the best you can with a bad situation, rather than win the game, completely annihilate everyone. Like, you're going to struggle. But the point is you need to make sure you're able to kind of manipulate your resources, I guess, in the best way possible to achieve victory.
Ruin has found you at last.
Same narrator as last game.
My protege, my friend. Our calculations were correct. The ephemeral equation is unbalanced. The Earth spins on a strange and terrifying new axis. And everywhere, unbridled consequence. The world is a wasteland of failures past. And yet, you must ride out into it, unafraid. Take this. It is hope, the very last of it. It is yours now. You were bold once. Be bold once more. Free yourself from this suffocating stillness. Fix your gaze on the horizon. And face the fearsome truth of the darkest dungeon.
The amazing intro. Again, first game intro as well is really something to marvel at. That was just really cool.
You must face your failures, or be consumed.
So this
by
is
them.
already a different setup to the original game, so let's see how this goes. I'm gonna click Prologue and sign in. This is my first time playing this game as well. I played the second one obviously a lot, so it's gonna be some strategy that I know already. Oh, so this is how traveling's done in this game. Interesting. Carriage, coffin, or confessional. Tap W in order to move forward. Tap S to halt it. Will steer automatically confined to its path with A and D. C to bring up a stagecoach view. Shows what the items are currently installed. Armor and wheel points. So this is all new to this game. So this is actually a really cool transformation. Wainwright, who's present each inn. The Wainwright comes to repair that and that for a fee. This is kind of like Oregon Trailly in a weird way. I'm actually very excited about this. Right, so we can steer left, right, or we can just go straight. This is the prologue, so I don't imagine there'll be too many issues.
I know failure well. I glimpsed it
This is
lurking
so
at
cool.
the ragged edges of your mind. I watched its venom spread through the veins of the world. And I trembled at its terrible reverberations.
This game is beautiful, I will say. The art style is just so much more delivered.
Crossroads. Wait by the lantern's light, and welcome what help may come.
Wow, okay. So here we pick the party. This is the big part of the game, I feel like, at least from the original. 4 heroes will join together in this expedition. Salvation will ride with them. Drag or double tap a hero portrait to add them to your team. Okay. So we only have the 4 at the moment. I imagine you're front line.
Pride.
You're probably
More
3rd.
devastating than the horrors of 100
You're
campaigns.
2nd, and you're probably 4. You're better 3rd, I guess. Is anyone better 4? No, not really. Then we'll put you there.
Indiscriminate
Put you there.
science stains
Yeah,
the
so I'm looking
surgeon's
basically at this
hands.
rank number right here. This kind of determines positioning. And who they can target is there as well. So we can target every position on the thing. Yeah, it looks good. Oh, I love that animation. That is so good. The like 3D art style from the 2D game in the previous. Oh, it's so nice. So we'll have Barston, Audrey, Dismas, and Paracelsus. You can rename, roll a random name. I might do the names later, but right now I just kind of want to look at the game a bit more. The moves feel pretty similar. I'll learn a bit more. Quirks. Better routing, but the bad ones, he is thanatophobic. Fear of death and dying. If HP is less than 25, you start to lose kind of some of your stats. Paths. There's different paths that each of these guys can take too. Yeah, and the beautiful thing of this game as well is sort of the permadeath feature of this. Where, you know, all these storylines that you're building up and all these quirks and things that you're building with your characters can all be lost in an instant. But it's about, like, sacrificing the things at the right time, at the right moment.
And let us hope enough yet
So let's keep going.
of the world.
I want to avoid those. Okay, now we go right here.
The bulwark of your denial is
Oh, we
giving
just go
way.
straight to it. Okay. Yeah, I think it's just a linear straightforward path. Oh, that's amazing looking. Jeez. That is beautiful. I didn't know this game was even 3D. That's amazing. So I bolster, which stress plus 5. Stress goes down 1, and defense goes up. And then we remove debuffs of the enemies. We can block, take 50% less. Okay. This knockback's 1, but the knockback doesn't affect these two. They're the same. Heal 10% when the target is a demon. Let's just do Crush. I think that's my biggest damaging move. I just want to take care of these guys quickly. Those animations are beautiful. So here, Audrey, flashing daggers. Does this hit both? It would if there's a third position, but there isn't. Poison Dart's interesting, but I think they have Poison Resist. More than everything else. Yeah, at the bottom right, you see the Blight 40. Thrown Dagger. Ignores shields. I think this is just the best idea. Does the most damage. And then we can basically... Can we do multiple or no? I don't think we can. A Wicked Slice. We can do that to you. Bleed.
Excellent work.
From that. I don't see the bleed. That's okay. So we can get rid of one of these guys. So let's get rid of you. I love the little slouch he has too. Okay, that's the stress meter going up, so that's still a thing in this game. Oh, but it's only 1 to 10 this time. It used to be 1 to 100. I imagine it might be harder to gain stress now. Okay. Interesting. I love that combat. It's very similar to the original game.
This work is noble and necessary.
Her currency 1 to 4. Take off.
Are you shaken?
So it says all these items. I know all these, but I can go over them very briefly. Critistruck, max damage is up. You increase the duration of certain effects, and it heals you as well. If it is a heal, that is. Party order, you can drag the portraits at the bottom, that's very good. I like the party order at the moment. Turn-based, no retreating. There is no retreating. Oh, that's different. Okay. There used to be a retreat in the old game. Which is fine. I think it makes sense for this game. Your enemy rolls initiative at the beginning of each round, modified by speed. That's similar, I believe, to what it usually is. Might be a little different, but otherwise not too different. Combat item. Ricky 1 to 7. I'm not gonna remember that. I'll just click. I have the mouse. Launch rank. That's the thing I was showing you guys earlier with the rank thing. Like, this guy in this rank can only hit these positions. It works for each move. Doing damage, skills can cause a variety of effects. Tokens, yeah, that's pretty self-explanatory. Token glossary. I think it's just telling you what these icons mean, but I think I will just learn as I go with those. Okay, so that we just go through. Okay. Excuse me. Oh no, there's a little bit of a sway to it.
Let us hope their desperation can be eased.
I like that the narrator's a lot much stronger presence in this game already, which is just really cool. Driving counters such as this one, you may pick one of the choices by holding on one of your heroes. Preview at the bottom of the screen. Okay, so different heroes have different abilities to encounter things better. You have limited inventory. Tab filters usually types of inventory items. Which will help your quest. Okay, and yeah, again, I'm just learning this game real quick. The most of this is pretty similar to how they used to do this stuff, so like it's obviously done in a different light, but here's it's trying to disagree strongly. Blue glow. So you want it to be you get gold glow, right? No, you want it to be as much gold as possible, because that helps you the most. Okay. That's my usual prawn. He likes that answer, and she likes that answer. These two don't answer. So no matter what, we get either an accessory or we get supplies at the bottom there. It says 100 torch plus supplies. Let's do 100 torch plus the item. How do I click and hold to make a selection? There we go. So he liked that. Okay.
Hope springs in the unlikeliest places.
Distant trinket plus 3 something. Okay. Let me open the inventory. So what does that do? So like an alt maybe that we can click? No. Maybe. No. So right click him. Minus 50% max HP, but plus 3 to initiative? I think that's initiative. So if we always want somebody to go first. I like him going first. He gets the poison up early. I think that's really good for him. And this is max HP, but I think it's worth it. You can resist disease and debuff, but you don't resist stun as much. What are some stun resistances already? Honestly, that's good for you too. Let's just buff you up some more because your stun is already terrible. So let's just keep it at 0. That's fine. I can play around that. Okay. The names at the top. That's so nice. Oh, that's amazing. I love that. Alrighty. Let's keep going. Oh, this is so cool. I'm just astounded that this game, like, it changed so much of the formula, like, it kept so many of the original elements that made it so fun.
A change in the air.
Bosses early, maybe? No, I think it's just gonna be another encounter.
You see, even your valley is not immune to the spreading stain.
The graphics in this game are so beautiful. Just look at that. Let's do... You'll have a block at the moment. Let's knock him back if we can. What's this resistance? 40? I think it's a good chance if we can knock him back here. Did resist it, but we did add the days, which is cool. Blinding gas is really good here. It does it both. And this is 50% chance of them to miss their attacks, which is also really good. Noxious Blast isn't bad though. Plus 30% resist piercing when target. We're trying to get blight on them. For him, I think it's actually a good idea. I think the blinding gas is just a little stronger. Okay, this is the turn order. So next will be Widow, then Dismas, then Widow. Okay. So this will hit both these two, but it won't do a lot of damage. Absinthe heals me. Throwing Dagger. When you target this, it does 50% chance for crit. But this also does that and ignores it, but you can't hit him. So let's go with this. We get the crit, which is nice. Miss. Very good. That's the blinding effect. Hang off there. We can go for the Wicked Slice on you if you bleed at 20%. Good resist chance. Let's get some damage over time. Didn't happen, sadly, but it's okay. Rattle the tree. Did 5 damage because I was in block mode. A special compared to other tokens. Yeah, so you want to add this to enemies and you don't want to have it on yourself. Okay, that's very good. Hero sheets. Let me just read through all this super quick. They have their own relationships with people. That's so cool. I actually really like that. Quirks is the same. Combat skills. It looks like there's more per class, which is really cool. 11 skills versus 7 in the old game. You can have 5 skills equipped at one time. I thought it was 4. Okay, very nice. So they upped it a bit. Conditions present of the hero. Okay, we're good there. So Noxious Blast again. We're gonna go for the poison. We do get it, so it's gonna be 4 poisons per turn. Flashing Daggers is decent here. The face of stronger damage. Thrown Dagger can also be really good here. Let's do Thrown. Didn't get the crit sadly, but I think that's okay because we can. Oh, it tells me about damage over times. Yeah, I know damage over times. That's just bleeds and poisons, and there's one more, but I forget what the last one is. Burns. That's it. We can just kill this Widow. I think that's worth it. Just keeps the corpses. Okay. So those can be a little annoying. If you're trying to hit like this back rank person, it might be a little tougher. This will move me up 1, so to move her back. I'm not against that idea. I mean, it's pretty much the same. Let's do it. Counterattack, sticks to energy attack. That's really good, actually. Protect the child. Oh, so he's protecting her now. Very nice riposte, though. But I do 50% less damage next attack. I think that's worth it, though. Let's do this again. So he gets the combo, and then we can probably just pick to the face. Might not quite kill, but that's still fine. And then let's do a... So this ups... If stress is +5, oh, I see, then it'll remove 1 stress. So it doesn't quite always work how you want it to. Oh, interesting. So when the target's critted, heal 10% when target... Oh, this just says damage, but it'll heal me if they're comboed as well. Okay, interesting. Let's just hit. Not really a good move for him there. That's okay. So that is... I have... Ooh, okay, I got that was from her. So I have this like 75% chance to gain 1 stress each turn for up to 2 turns. Very interesting. Let's do a Wicked Slice on you. This should kill. Not quite. Oh yeah, he'll die to light next turn. Oh, perfect. They're both dead. Amazing. I wonder if this goes away like Disney old games. Oh, but he's on death's door. Oh, so he's not dead yet. So they have death door mechanics now. Interesting. Very interesting. I guess it's like the mini bosses have death door mechanics. So Death's Door is featured last game where if your hero got to 0 health, they could die to any next hit, but there was like a % chance it would happen every time. Depending on stats and everything, it could be up or down. Okay. Take all. Let me keep moving.
Push on to the inn.
So let's take a look at what some of these are. Equip combat item. Oh, so you have to actually equip these items to your person and then they can use them in combat. I see. Okay. Who's a bad bleed resist chance then? Not really anybody, but it's most damaging on you, so let's put it on you then. Very interesting. Okay. That's a whole different way to do that, because normally you just have an inventory and you would be able to just use whatever whenever. But now you actually have to like be a lot more decisive on who carries what. Death to resistances. Okay, it's only for some monsters though, it's not for all of them, which makes sense. Okay, that's the trophies. Equip a pet. Oh, that's really cool. Those are all the relationships. They're up now because of their thing, right? That one moment, the characters. This is so cool. I'm so giddy about this game right now. I really am. Let's see. There's no way to heal outside of combat, to what I know, but I could be wrong.
Rest tonight.
Okay.
Under the mountain's unblinking gaze.
And that's the end of the level. Okay. So they definitely do levels a little bit. 2 candles gained from reaching the inn. So we have 4 candles total from that fight, it looks like. 42 last, collect what you can from the your exhibition here. Quest is complete for the first venture through a valley. There's nothing left to do, so end exhibition at the lower left screen of the inn. Can end in 3 ways: victory, defeat, or abandoning. Okay. Okay, so now we say end expedition.
Every league, a lesson.
Well, there's a lot of candles there, I guess. I just didn't see any of them. We'll collect them. Maybe that was just saying like all the ways you can earn candles. I have no idea what these candles are, by the way. I have no clue. Maybe it's just the currency of the game. Ending early. Candles. You unlock upgraded hero. Yeah, it's just the currency of the game. At any point, you can end the expedition and collect your candles of hope during expeditions. Making it to the annex is usually worth your effort. Significant additional candles. So it's good to get to the end, but if, like, let's say, like, you're struggling and you don't want to get to a next battle and not be able to retreat, if you don't think you're in a good spot, you can leave early, make that decision, and keep your heroes around. But I guess you just kind of keep going from here. Okay. Interesting. And the Altar of Hope. Don't know what this is, but let's figure it out. So this is more like the old game, where you have all these different departments that you upgrade as you go. You know, probably explain what all these do, I would guess. It's very similar. Working fields is the only option I have available at the moment.
Spare a thought for tools of iron.
So we can...
Such implements will serve us well.
For the dialogue to go away. We can do trinkets, combat items, stagecoach items, or inn items. I think we just get these by spending candles, it looks like. So we can buy a trinket, we can buy a combat item, but we can buy stagecoach items for 2, and inn items for 1. Let's buy... let's do a little bit of everything here. I think we do one of each, right? Let's do one of each. Mop and bucket. Oh, they have rarities. That's cool. So this is just sort of completely random, it feels like. More trinkets, combat items. Make sure to read exactly. Yep, for the current expedition only. So these are very temporary buffs. I didn't even read what it did. I'm just going to buy all of these and then read what they do after.
New instruments will help us diagnose the world's affliction.
Items are essentially trinkets for your stagecoach. Valuable bonuses that can only be mounted and removed at the Wainwright, who's at each inn. So I'm not at an inn yet, so I can't do this, sadly. Stagecoach item in the sprawl plus 15 damage. Very cool. Let's buy a combat item.
A drop of
Clotting powders. Oh, interesting.
A sea of madness.
66% resist bleed on turn. You gain on a thing resist -1. Okay, that's actually a really good one, to be honest. Let's get a trinket too. Random ally on turn end. 33% speed boost, looks like, maybe? Not sure what that icon is, but if your initiative is less than 2, you get a 10%. 10% movement resist? I'm not sure what that is. Okay. Hit my inventory from here? I can't, so we have to just keep going. That's the only option we have. Working fields and then embark. So let's embark.
The road calls once more to its dark passenger.
Got a few items there. So the stagecoach item we can't put on yet. We might have to pick a new squad, honestly. So let's, yeah, because we don't have anybody in the inventory at the bottom there. This is the end.
The seat of your denial, perched precariously in the murky gloaming. The shackles of denial must be destroyed.
So you like sign up for a mission and then you go out to the mission. That's pretty cool. And it's like a linear like path, I feel like. Because the other game had like a linear story to it. But
I remember our first meeting on the steps of the university. A collegial handshake. That would doom us both. Your insightful questions during my lectures gave me pause. And I recognized in you something of a kindred spirit. Despite our differences in age and position, we shared a keen fascination for archaeology, folklore, and, of course, occultism. The crossroads. Who will step forward into the light?
So at the crossroads where you pick your guys, okay. So against the same team, right? Like everybody's still got their stats. It looks like they do. Potentially. I mean, they all have the same name. Does he still have that? No, he has different things. So each combat you start with different... Oh, interesting. I don't know if I love that, but maybe this is because it was like the tutorial.
Pride. More devastating than the horrors of
We'll see how this goes.
campaigns.
I'm very intrigued that these changed. It's very strange. But I guess it's per expedition it changes a little bit. I'm very intrigued by this game. I really am. Because originally you would recruit heroes, you'd have to grind up their levels through questing, and then eventually you'd go for the harder missions.
Onward. And let us hope enough yet
But I also see the
remains
downside of
the
some of that
world.
stuff, to be honest. So I get why they did what they did. Let's give you clotting powders. Well, honestly, it's probably better for... Oh, so these are per quest. So after that quest last time, I lost the... Okay, so these just make your adventures easier. So those are temporary buffs. I don't know if I even need any of these, to be honest. I probably should just save my money for future. But, yeah, live and learn. So this one does what exactly? I really don't know. It ups... Random ally on turn end gets a 33% speed buff? Is T the tokens button? No. So it was, it's just not working because of... Oh. There we go, token buster. To speed. The speed. Act faster next round. So I get a speed buff, but I also get a 10% chance of stunning somebody on my team. That feels very bad. Am I crazy for saying that? A 10% chance to... If your initiative is... If my initiative is less than 2, it's not. 10% chance to stun. Okay, so that's actually decent. Because I don't think I'll ever go down to 2 initiative. Okay, we're good. Figured it out. I figured it out.
The winds whip more harshly on the far side of the brook.
So we are losing light.
The bulwark of your denial
I don't know if this game has light features. Maybe the candles themselves light the way a bit more. Yeah, same abilities here. Okay. I think it's best just to do AoE for now. What's your bleed resistance? 10? It's bleed. Does Wicked Slice not bleed anymore? It might not. It's interesting. We can take care of him. Sadly, he's got the corpse in the way still, but I think everybody can beat these ranges, so it's fine. I like the armor start too. That's very nice. Why does he have 3 block? That's so weird. What is that then? I should have moved this guy. That was a bad idea, because the corpse is low. Let's move you up so you can take a hit. I should kill. Okay. Just the one guy left, so it should be fine. I put him in front because I wanted this shield up for him to take that hit. So that worked out really well.
In crisis, no gain is insignificant.
Alright, and apparently we got a mastery as well, which is odd, because I don't know who this is. They were not in the original game, what I can tell. We got relics, so it's just currency, and then plus 10 damage, minus 2 initiative. Pretty good. Pretty good for some of the slow fellas already. I can probably get that to Barristan already. Be fine with that. Yeah, that's good. I like that. Your initiative's already... Oh, but if it's 0, is it like a really bad thing? It might be. Yeah, let me not do that. Let's put it on you then. You're already pretty slow. Not worried about that. If I get extra damage. I didn't read any of those, to be honest. I probably should have, actually. But I'll see it next time I open it. Oh, there we go. Which one was that? Skills 2? No. I don't know what that was for. Need baubles. Oh, so all these are different currencies. Okay. I think that's all I was saying. Seemed it at least. We'll see. And we'll master points. That's what I'm looking for. Earned through combat victories. Upgrade 1 hero skill when you reach the inn. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. What a beautiful scene that was.
Rest
So this is the end now.
For a time.
More hope in the darkening heal 50%. Okay, so we're at the inn now. The Wainwright.
Each improvement, a new variable in the equation of your fate.
Just item. I don't have any trophies yet. That's fine.
Listen, practice, improve.
So we have 5 mastery points. What do these do for me? How do I... Oh, do you just like upgrade these? Yeah, upgrades. Does it cost 5? Maybe. So I guess it doesn't bleed in this game. Okay, good to know. I really like the duelist advance. Oh, we can do it for all of them. Oh. But I only have... Oh, I only have 5 for everyone. Okay. Let's do Flashing Daggers. It's a really good move. For AoE damage. Noxious Gas is really good. Blinded Gas is even better, though. And then just a Crush is really solid. Oh, this one has to be the second spot. Interesting. Okay. He's best in the first, though. So do the Master Trainer, the Provisioner.
For wealth no longer has meaning.
Okay, these are for...
If indeed it ever did.
The Radiant Flame. I don't know exactly what that is, but it's fine. Anything that's worth it here? I mean, like, just like basic, like, bandages and anti-venom seem really useful. I think that heals. I don't think so. Oh, there's a lot to learn here. I don't know what that even does. 10% max HP. Heal 10% with the burn salve. Move fire. All these heal 10%. Okay, let's get one of each of these, I think, and save the rest of the treasure. What does this do? Add flame. Let's add 2 of these as well. Maybe even 3. So that just seems useful, and then the rest can go. Anything else we need to do? Not end the expedition.
Every road a winding torment.
Sweet pick.
Every turn bent on our destruction.
Avoid the field hospital. Leave this region with no siege course items equipped. I feel like we can do that.
Reconfigure.
We only have the one siege course item anyway.
Each challenge on its own terms.
So we don't want to add this item to it. Because we want to do this and complete this goal to get 3 more currencies. I think that's really good. Let's do that.
Our great cities burn. All that beauty and knowledge. Ash on the wind.
Yes, we don't want to put them. This is such a cool image. And I think I'll end it here, actually. So we're kind of just learning the game. It's really cool so far. I'm really digging like how like they kept a lot of the old elements while still like adding some really cool new ones. And we'll see how much further we can go on this expedition on the first contract. Thanks for watching. If you like, subscribe, and see you in the next one.